Welcome to another video edition by Dirk eTeacher with uniquely illustrated English grammar presented as lesson material for school or home teaching. Active voice to passive voice 6, secondary level. This video builds on the preceding 5 videos. Contents 1. Identify the verb, subject or object. 2. Golden rule. Circle the verb first. 3. Build on previous skills. 4. Add other extensions in the right order. On the right-hand side, we have a table with 2 columns. The first column is the abbreviation of the symbols that signify the different aspects of the sentence. S for subject, V for verb, main verb or auxiliary verb, V2, the next verb, O for object, M for manner, adverb of manner, P for place, T for time, and R for reason. Please read, speak, and write along. Please click the link below the video for appropriate worksheets in PDF format. Most graphics, Microsoft Designer. Active sentences with extensions. Follow through with the color codes on the right. The table on the right is only there to help you with the different sentence parts so you can find your way easily. They're not always hard and fast. We'll get to some exceptions later on as we go along. Let's build longer sentences. The journalist, subject, submits verb 1. His articles, object. The journalist submits his articles digitally, adverb of manner. The journalist submits his articles digitally at the office, place. The journalist submits his articles digitally at the office every day, time. The journalist submits his articles digitally at the office every day to save time. Extended sentences, active to passive voice. Active voice, passive voice. So our slide is divided into 2 parts. There's an upper section, which is the active voice, and the bottom section, which is a passive voice. On the right-hand side, we have our color codes. Follow through with the color codes on the right. Now, this is purpose-made for active voice. So let's take our first sentence. The editor is proofreading, that's present continuous tense. The manuscript is our object of the sentence. Properly is our adverb of manner. Let's see what that looks like in the passive voice. There's an indication here, a new table that is a little bit adjusted here for the passive voice. So that same sentence now becomes the manuscript. We start with the object of the active sentence. It becomes the subject of the passive sentence. The manuscripts, it's plural, so it's are. Is will become are. Being is now with the continuous tense. Properly, adverb of manner, and then proofread is our past participle of proofread, proofread by the editor. The editor, notice, it becomes the agent. It's not called the subject of the sentence anymore. Next sentence, she has corrected 2 errors promptly at work so far. That becomes in the passive voice. We start again with the object of our active sentence. It now becomes the subject of the passive sentence. 2 errors have been promptly corrected, again our past participle, at work by her so far. And that wraps up the passive sentence. We are exploring some other possibilities now. Active voice. Move different elements to the start for a different emphasis. Active voice, future simple tense. Anya, subject, will. Finally, there's our adverb of manner. Settle, that's our second verb. That's the verb infinitive that goes with will. Her account, that's our object. At Mashini today to prevent extra charges. So now we can start the sentence differently. Today I want to emphasize the time. So now I move that forward. Today Anya will finally settle her account at Mashini to prevent extra charges. Now I want to emphasize the reason why she would do that. To prevent extra charges, Anya will finally settle her account at Mashini today. For passive voice, we're not going to shuttle too much around. We just do one variation here. Her account, we start with the object of the active sentence. It now becomes the subject of the new sentence, meaning the passive voice sentence. So her account at Mashini will be finally settled by Anya today to prevent extra charges. And that is our passive sentence. Now notice that we put the adverb of manner before the past participle of the sentence. So that will be repeated in following slides 2. Actives to passives of varied lengths and tenses. There's our first sentence now. Robert was keenly composing. So this now is past continuous tense. Guitar songs in the living room on Saturday. Let's see what that looks like in the passive voice. Guitar songs were being keenly composed by Robert in the living room on Saturday. Let's take another example. The cat is watching him. Now we have present continuous tense. So let's see what that looks like in the passive voice. He is being watched. That's our past participle by the cat. And by the cat now is by is our preposition and the cat is our agent in the sentence now. It's not the subject of the sentence anymore. The subject was replaced when we used the object of the active sentence, which is then now has become the subject of the passive sentence. Another example, the choir sang their favorite songs yesterday. Now we have simple past tense here. Let's see what that looks like in the passive voice. Their favorite songs were sung, that's past participle of sing, by the choir, which is our agent, yesterday time. Last example on this slide, they have performed. Now we have present perfect tense here. They have performed that song especially to educate us. Let's see what that looks like in the passive voice. That song has been performed by them especially to educate us. Depending on what you want to emphasize, you can move especially around here. But let's just say we settle with this rendering of the passive voice sentence. Reorder the sentence parts below. You can stop the video here when you have the whole slide as it is now, and first try it out yourself and then play forward so that you can compare with what you have done. So we need a subject. The striker has just swiftly netted a goal in the tournament to win the match. Let's see what that looks like in the passive voice. A goal has just been swiftly netted by the striker. There's our agent in the tournament to win the match. Another example here. Two artists. That's our subject of the active sentence. Two artists may continuously display their work. There's our object at the fete on Saturday. Passive voice. Their work. We start with the object of the active sentence. It's now the subject of the passive sentence. Their work may be continuously displayed. There's our past participle, and before that we have our adverb of manner by two artists, and that is our agent at the fete on Saturday. And that wraps up this part of the exercise. Fill in the blanks from the list on the right. So our first list here includes the words tonight, finish, and you. So let's see what we come up with. There's a picture that matches there. Would, there's a gap, then kindly, a gap again, then the painting at home. So let's fetch the missing parts. Would you kindly finish the painting at home tonight? Let's rewrite that to the passive voice. Would the painting kindly be finished at home tonight? We don't have to say by you. That's not really important here. Let's take another example. There's a girl sitting here at the train station and she's hugging a dog. So let's see what this is going to lead to. So am now, there's a gap in front of am, something is missing there. Am now, there's a gap, then my dog, then a gap again, then at the station, and there's something missing at the end also. So let's see how we are going to put this together. I need a subject. I am now. Verb, hugging. Now that's present continuous tense. My dog is object. Manner, adverb of manner. At the station is place. And then before my train departs, that's time. So let's rewrite that in the passive voice. My dog is now being hugged lovingly by me at the station before the train departs. We could opt to move lovingly between being and hugged. That means before the past participle, but that is optional. Thank you very much for watching, listening, and participating. For written practice, click this link at the bottom of the video, beenthere.co.za PDF packages. Each PDF is based on one of these videos. Refer to the video number at the top of the PDF sheet. Please return to the video if you need more help. For similar and other videos, click the YouTube link at Dirk E Teacher Playlists in the description below. Bye. Take care.